My name is Nicarla. I'm originally from the UK. I'm 37 years old and I came to Nearmed to do my explant and have some detoxification done on my body. I've been searching for about 10 years an answer as to why I was feeling unwell all the time. I just put it down to having 3 children, having 3 cesareans, living in another country, being away from my family and friends. I just thought, that day-to-day life was I found everything really hard to do and I couldn't get any answers. I've been living in Bahrain for 12 years, visiting many doctors who could never give me any answers. Thyroid doctor, back doctors, cardiologists, you name it. I went to a different doctor for a different symptom and they always sent me away feeling bad about myself, as though there was something wrong in my head. But eventually I educated myself and got some books and started studying and trying to find things out about my symptoms, and slowly but surely I changed a lot of things in my life by myself because I believed that there was nothing wrong with me in my head. So the first part of my journey was educating myself, changing my diet, believing in myself, and I stumbled across eventually websites that were explaining explanting your implants, which is what I had put in 12 years ago, could possibly be a solution to my problems. There's implant illness awareness now that lots of women around the world are discussing and talking to one another about, and a lot of the symptoms that I was going through matched. I decided and spoke with my husband and we agreed that we have to do a process of elimination, and that would be the implants first and see how things go. I went on the internet and I was looking for somewhere that I could combine everything together, an explant with a detoxification, but somewhere I could be away from my family just so I could recover alone and not be engrossed in the family life and being stressed out, and just have time for me to deal with it all. Neomed answered all my prayers, basically. Everything on the website, everything that I spoke to Susanna about, made me feel better, and so I came here, and I came a few months before I actually booked in just to come and check the clinic out, which was amazing. I'm glad I'd done that. I met all the staff, I was seeing all the treatments done before I did them. Susanna was fantastic from the moment that I received an email to the first Skype call that we had. I instantly had a connection with her. She's just very warming and reassuring that everything that I need, they're gonna help me with, and assured that everything's just gonna be fine. So I came, I was lucky enough to be able to stay with a friend for some extra support. So I booked in for a 4-week, it was the explant of the implants, a recovery period of 10 days, and then I came back to the clinic to start on my detoxification. The detoxification, I must say, has probably been the hardest part than doing the explant, but it's necessary. If you think about all the toxins that are in your body that are coming from the implants, as well as that were probably already in your body before, and they're working together and just makes things worse. And the detoxification is necessary. If you're going to have your implants removed, you must detoxify your body, and I'm glad I done that. That was the right choice. Being away from my family for 4 weeks was very hard, but Everybody in here has been amazing, giving me kisses and cuddles and reassuring me, because I've been crying every single day. Everybody they become like a little family while you're here. I've had moments where people are stroking my head while I'm crying and putting a blanket on me, rubbing my arm, just telling me everything's going to be okay, and everybody is amazing. I'm very sad to not have them in my life ever again. I would like to still stay in contact with some of them. They are beautiful people. They've really made the right choice in the people that they have, in the right departments that they have them in. Today's my last day and I'm ready to go home. I've got the strength for my family now. And I know I have a lot of work still to do when I go home. A lot of detoxification, but they will give me the tools for that, to continue to do that when I leave here. When I go home, I will, I know exactly what I need to do. They're going to tell me step by step what I can do, and they've explained to me, Susanna has told me that if ever and all the staff, if I need to send them an email and ask them any questions, they will answer me, and they will continue to help me along my journey to recovery, because it's not something that happens overnight. It's going to be a journey that we have to continue going on now. So I think that everybody that has come to Nearmed that I've met were amazing as well. All the other patients that are here, I can see them all slowly but surely, their energy's picking up, they're smiling, everyone is laughing, I've had some funny times as well as very, very down low, depressing times here, but everybody helps lift each other's spirits up, which is great. And you can make some lifelong friends too along the way. Neomed is definitely a place I would recommend for anybody wanting to come, not just for explanting implants, but for people who have got all sorts of viral issues, as well, thyroid problems. I've seen very young children here that have got problems too, that have not been able to use their legs, and then they're using their legs. It's a broad spectrum of how many different people can come here and get healed, and different age groups. I'm blessed that I came across Nearmed, and I'm very glad and happy that I made the decision to do what I did, and I will never look back. Once I had my 10 days post-explant, they advised me to do this and rest, and because most of the treatments that are done on everybody else cannot be done on somebody who's just had an operation due to the scars, bleeding, the drains that we have to have for a few days post-explant. But once I had done my 10 days and I came back to Nearmed, we started doing IV drips that were vitamins, ozone, things that are going to boost my vitamin levels and oxygenate the blood. We also then I was doing the saunas, infrared, which is really great. I want to get an infrared sauna when I go home, because the benefits of that is amazing. It goes like 20 centimeters into your body, the heat, the infrared, and it works on a deeper cellular level than a normal sauna would do, and that draws out heavy metals. It helps bring out viruses. Just that sweating is amazing. There's another sauna, which is the ozone sauna, which you go into. That's more a moisture-based one that also, again, it helps extract and detoxify your body. At the same time, you wear an oxygen mask too. There are enemas and colon hydrotherapy, which is the least enjoyable part of it, but it's a necessary part to be able to again draw out, toxins. There is, we're doing the TEMPAS. This is amazing. This is something that everybody will do. If you don't like needles, by the end of it, you will love needles, because you have no choice but to accept the fact that you're going to be having them on a daily basis. Just make sure you bring a book or headphones, something to distract your mind. There's lymphatic massage, which is fantastic too, which is probably one of the best parts for me, because there's a little bit of relaxation. But it's essential again to get all your blood and your circulation going. And I think the whole detoxification program is well thought of and put together. I don't think that there's anything else that they could have put in there that wasn't there, that's needed. I wish I'd had a little bit longer to allow myself maybe another week or two. I know that would have really, really been great for focusing on the liver, which I didn't get a chance to do while I was here. I just found that the detox got a little bit too intense for me after having the surgery on the liver. But I listened to my body and I stopped doing certain things, and that's something that I can do when I go home. It's something everybody can do at home, but they give you the extra support here to do that. The staff are all fully trained. They know exactly what they're doing. They're really attentive, and they work individually with everybody. We're not all the same, and that's what I love about them. They pick up on your personality. They know how to interact with us differently. I've had fun with them. I've tried to laugh myself and made them laugh, and vice versa. And because yes, there are some days where you're not going to feel great, but their duty is to make you happy and smile. We had to have consultations when you first come, to meet with the surgeons, the doctors, your wellness, your nutrition, doctors, because they need to get some insight as to what your problems are and what your needs are. So, for example, if you have stomach issues, any intolerances, things that you feel that you can tolerate with food and you can't tolerate with food. And Dina and Tina work together. They figure out a diet plan for you, also supplementations and herbs like teas and essential oils. There's a whole array of things that they can do for you that will help along the way with healing the gut. As well, when I came, I had to have a consultation for the surgeons. We met. I knew I wasn't going to be overjoyed with not having the look that I had before. I was used to, for the last 12 years, having very big breasts. There was like a double D. I was always a very small, flat-chested when I was younger, and even after my first daughter. So when I spoke to the surgeons, I explained to them my fear of how I was going to look after. They assured me that they would do the best they possibly can to make them look as good as possible. Which in the end, what happened was, once they were removed, I had like a lift done where they used stitches and to help lift the skin. Which was great, because I thought I would end up with very large sacks of skin, but luckily it kind of all went back straight away. But but they worked so well together, and they waited till I was in surgery as well to make some last minute decisions. Something that I had asked for, they decided that wouldn't be the best option once I was in there, and that was great. That was really good of them to do that, and it was the best option for me at the end. I believe that everything is one here. All the consultations with the doctor, and Dr. Olga as well, she's fantastic. If anything, you're walking around and there's something that pops into your head, or something that you've done that didn't work so well for you, or didn't make you feel so good, or you ask questions and they can change things around, add things in, remove them. That's what I liked about that. If I tried something and it really maybe irritated my gut more than I had anticipated, they changed it, and then they gave me something else that was more calming. And I think the process that they use here is fantastic, and I'm glad that I came initially. So before to originally booking in, not everybody gets a chance to do that. I was just blessed to be able to do that and go through everything. So they kind of knew in advance how to work with me before I actually came to prepare some stuff. But I'm very sad to go, very happy to leave as well, to see my family, and I'm glad I went on this journey with Neomed and all the staff. And that's what life is about. It's a journey, and you can't expect miraculous healing to happen overnight, but I think it's a good start. And if ever, I need to come back, I know that they'll welcome me with open arms, and they're already talking about me coming back. And let's just see how things go at home, and I will do my own detoxification and change my whole lifestyle. There's a lot of things that I'm going through that other people don't go through here as well, because having 3 children that I've been away from is tough, but I'm ready to go back now and play mummy again.